Building a Pac-Man mobile game with MIT App Inventor. The Pac-Man mobile game developed with MIT App Inventor is a simplified recreation of the classic arcade game. The player controls Pac-Man to move around the screen, collect points, and avoid ghosts. The game is built using the visual programming blocks of MIT App Inventor, making it accessible for beginners in mobile app development. The Pac-Man is represented by an image sprite that can move in 4 directions, up, down, left, right, using on-screen control buttons. Food items, points, are displayed as small objects that Pac-Man must collect by colliding with them. Ghosts act as moving obstacles. If Pac-Man collides with a ghost, the game ends. A reset button allows the player to restart the game at any time. This game demonstrates how MIT App Inventor can be used to create interactive, animated mobile games without traditional coding. Adding game images to the workspace. In the Media section, bottom right of Designer screen, click Upload File. Upload the images for Pac-Man, PNG or JPG format. Ghosts, different colors if you want multiple enemies. Arrow direction images, up, down, left, right. Adding graphical components for the mobile application interface. In the Properties panel of Screen 1, set Align Horizontal Center. In the Properties panel, right side, find the field title. Replace the default text with Pac-Man Game. From the Drawing and Animation drawer, left palette, drag a canvas component onto your screen. In the Properties panel, right side. Height, choose a 50% of size. Width, choose a fill parent if you want it to take the full width. From the Drawing and Animation drawer, drag an image sprite onto your canvas. It will appear inside the canvas as a movable game object. Click on Image Sprite 1 to select it. Click the Rename button. In the dialog box, type Pac-Man. In the Properties panel, right side. Width and height, resize Pac-Man, e.g., 30 by 30 pixels. Picture, choose your uploaded Pac-Man image. In the Designer, go to the Drawing and Animation drawer and drag a ball component onto the canvas. In the Properties panel, radius, set a small value, e.g., 3, so it looks like a dot. Paint color, choose yellow or white, classic Pac-Man food points. You drag multiple ball components, ball 2, ball 3, etc., onto the canvas to create several dots for Pac-Man to collect. From the Drawing and Animation drawer, left palette, drag a canvas component onto your screen. In the Properties panel, picture, choose the uploaded ghost image. Width and height, resize to match Pac-Man's size, e.g., 27 by 27 pixels. In the Components panel, select Image Sprite 1 and click Rename and change its name to Ghost. In the designer, go to the layout drawer. Drag a table arrangement onto the screen below the canvas. In the properties panel, set columns to 3 and rows to 3. In the designer, from the user interface drawer, drag 4 buttons into the table arrangement. These will control up, down, left, right. In the components panel, select each button, click rename and rename each button. In the properties panel of each button, set width to e.g. 30 pixels and height to 30 pixels. Delete the text, leave blank. In the properties panel of each button, for up underscore button set image to your up arrow file. For down underscore button set image to your down arrow file. For left underscore button set image to your left arrow file. For right underscore button set image to your right arrow file. From the user interface drawer, drag a button component onto the screen. In the properties panel, check font bold and set text to reset. In the components panel, select the button. Click rename and change it to reset. In the designer, from the user interface drawer, drag a notifier component onto the screen. Later in the blocks editor, you'll use it to show game over when Pac-Man collides with a ghost. In the designer, go to the sensors drawer and drag a clock component onto the screen. We use timer event of this clock to update Pac-Man's position. Here's the basic program for the application. It's up to you to add anything you like. Go to the blocks view. From procedures, drag out a block to procedure and rename it reset. Inside the reset procedure, add the following blocks to activate the clock. Show the initial picture of Pac-Man and reset Pac-Man's position and the position of the points. In the block section, from procedures, drag A to procedure block. Rename it reset_visible. Inside, add the following blocks to make each point visible again. In the block section, from screen 1, drag the screen 1. Initialize to call the reset_visible procedures. The screen 1. Initialize event runs automatically when the app is open. In the block section, drag reset, click do to call the reset_visible procedures. The reset button click event is triggered when the player taps the reset button. In the blocks editor, from variables, drag initialize global name to and rename it direction. Set its initial value to right, whichever direction you want Pac-Man to face at the start. In the left panel, locate your up button and drag the when up, click do block to the workspace. From variables, drag set global direction to inside the button up, click block and click the text field and type up. From the Pac-Man sprite blocks, drag set Pac-Man picture to inside the up underscore button, click block and click the text field and type pacmanup.jpg. Repeat this same logic for down, left, and right buttons using down, left, right, and the corresponding images. Blocks, drag the when clock 1. Timer do block to your workspace. Inside the clock 1. Timer block, you can also update Pac-Man's picture so his mouth is animated facing the correct direction. Inside the clock 1. Timer block, check the global direction variable and update Pac-Man's X or Y position. In Blocks, select your Pac-Man image sprite and drag out the When Pac-Man collided with other sprite block. The When Pac-Man collided with other sprite block is used to detect collisions between Pac-Man and other game elements, such as ghosts or points. When Pac-Man touches a ghost, we stop the clock. This pauses Pac-Man's movement and effectively pauses the game. And we show Game Over message using a notifier to inform the player that the game has ended. When Pac-Man eats a point, ball or image sprite, we hide the point. Point visible equals false removes the point from the canvas, simulating Pac-Man eating it. Click on Connect in the top menu and choose Emulator if you want to run it on your computer without a phone. Using the MIT App Inventor emulator is the fastest way to see your Pac-Man game in action without building an APK every time. For more details you can visit our website robotique.site.